Welcome you all to the biology classroom. Today we are going to study about female reproductive part of a flower, that is pistil, megasporangium and embryo sac. You know what is gynoecium? Gynoecium represents the female reproductive part of the flower. And gynoecium can be divided into two, that is monocarpellary and multicarpellary. That is, if the gynoecium is having a single pistil, it is called monocarpellary, and if it is having more than one pistil, it is called multicarpellary. You know what is a pistil? Pistil consists of stigma, style and ovary. If the pistils of the gynoecium are fused, it is called syncarpus, or if the pistils are free, it is called apocarpus. It will be clear from the picture given. It is having three segments, that is stigma, style and ovary. Stigma acts as a landing platform for pollen grain. Style is an elongated slender part beneath the stigma, and ovary is a basal bulged part of the pistil. Inside the ovary is the ovarian cavity, that is the locule. Locule means the chambers within the ovary is called the locule. So it is clear from the picture. Placenta is located inside this ovarian cavity. Different flowers of different plants have varying number of ovaries. That is, the number of ovules in an ovary may be one, like wheat, paddy, mango, pear, etc., to many, like papaya, watermelon, orchids, etc. So, the number of ovules in the ovary differs. Ovule is a small structure attached to the placenta by means of a stalk called the funicle. So this is ovule, and the stalk is called the funicle. The body of the ovule fuses with the funicle in the region called hilum. So hilum is the junction between ovule and funicle. Protecting envelope of ovule is called the integument. This integument covers the entire ovule except at the tip, where a small opening called the micropyle is present. It is through this micropyle that the pollen tube, which is formed from the pollen grain, enters. Opposite of the micropyle is the calasa. We can see funicle and integument joining the nucellus, the center region of the ovule. It is made up of mass of diploid cell, parenchymatous cell made up of a huge amount of reserve food material. In the nucellus of the mature ovum lies the embryo sac. The female gametophyte matures from a megaspore. Megaspore is formed from one of the nucellus cell towards its micropylar end, get differentiated into a megaspore mother cell, which can be easily distinguished from other cell by its size, dense cytoplasm and a prominent nucleus. The megaspore mother cell divides meiotically and forms tetrad, that is, it consists of 4 cells. In most of the flowering plants, among the megaspores, only one megaspore becomes functional. The other 3 degenerates. The nucleus of the functional megaspore divides mitotically to form two nuclei. During mitosis, the functional megaspore divides to form two nuclei, which moves towards the opposite poles, forming two nucleate embryo sac. This two nucleate become four nucleate and again divides to form 8 nucleate. All this mitotic division are not followed by cell wall formation. First, 8 nuclei are formed within the cell, then cell wall formation takes place. 8 nucleus, that is 3 antipodes, 2 polar nuclei, 2 synergids and 1 egg. 6 among the 8 cells are surrounded by cell walls and the remaining 2 are arranged at the central cell. Of cell in the embryo sac are 3 cells are grouped at the micropylar end, that is called the egg apparatus. It consists of 2 synergids and 1 egg cell. Synergids has special thickening at the micropylar end called the filiform apparatus, which play an important role in directing the pollen tube. 3 cells at the chalazal end in the antipodes. Large central cell have a nucleus. A typical angiosperm embryo sac have 8 nucleate and consist of 7 cells. This is up to today's class. Hope you all understood. Thank you. Have a nice day.